Kenny Segal and Keith Wycliffe is the same exact person, yo. When I'm rapping, I'm not just rhyming words. I'm actually speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? The words just so happen to rhyme. You know what I mean? Kenny Segal and Keith Wycliffe is the same person. I don't lie in none of my rap. This is me.
I was raised with no public schooling, just the sight of my mother having to suffer through it, but pursuing, but nothing doing. It's fucking grueling, watching the world and your mother dueling while you basically still fucking drooling. Not old enough to do anything about it, picture being doubted by everyone.
It's funny because the process of making a song is not exactly what a lot of the viewers and the listeners may think it is. Since we're all grown, we have our own, separate lives and shit to tend to. We can't all come to the studio at the same time. So sometimes what happened is, like a Capone or a Dice might hit me up with a topic to a song. I write my verse down right there, right when they're telling me about it, to tell me the beat or whatever the case may be. We all come to the studio at that point and then lay the track down. We don't sit there at the studio and write all the shit down because we have so many things to do in our lives. You know what I'm saying? But when we do get to all come to the actual studio and just sit down and bang out some shit, it's always classic. The process ain't easy, but the outcome is always good. That's what I'm saying, basically.
I don't get in a scholarship, I had other problems, shit, like coming up with cash for the lights.
Well, just to let you guys know, my Twitter is @thisisC.O.B for life. And that is indeed what this is. C.O.B for life. I don't really listen to a lot of other artists because I'm so focused on our group. We have so much talent with the side of our group. As it is, I don't even need to go outside of our camp. You know what I mean? But I would say Neo. I know that's probably kind of surprising to some people, but I think he's one of the greatest writers of our time. So I would love to do a track with Neo sometime in the future. But this is C.O.B for life, so it's all about the cops as far as hip hop goes.
Get off of our Trojans.
Well, it's a matter of opinion, and anybody who thinks that, I really do appreciate it, you know what I mean? But in my opinion, I still have some work to do. I'm a perfectionist. I never like to sit and get comfortable with my progress. I like to push to be greater, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I do. But anybody who thinks that I'm one of the top, I really do appreciate that.
Songs instead being premiered on songs.
Well, for one, don't hang around yes men. You don't need none of them in your circle because, to be honest, if what you're coming with is not hot, and people around you are telling you that the shit that you're doing is just bomb and whatever the case may be, you are never going to put in the effort that you're going to need in order to become successful because you're pretty much kind of limiting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You always want to strive to be greater. And just keep pushing, yo. Keep pushing.
Bitter, not bitter. And that's exactly.
Possibly one day, but no time soon. As of right now, we're focusing on C.O.B as a collective unit. We're trying to push the movement. You know what I mean? We'll worry about the solo aspect later on in our career. You know what I mean? Right now, we're focusing on C.O.B, Horseshoe Gang, Crooked Eye. You know what I mean? We won't need to confuse people like that. It has its ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? All my older brothers are great at what they do, and of course I got the mentality of a younger brother on some anything you can do, I can do better type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to come in swinging on every single track that I'm on, you know what I mean? And with that I become, doper and doper, and it makes me want to, try harder and harder. So being the youngest has its advantages, and I won't complain about it at all.
Feel like I need to get a suitcase, cause I fly to heaven when I do blaze. My kush plant will be ready in a few days.
I started rapping at the age of 5, yo. Before I could even write down words good, I could rhyme the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? So I've been rapping my whole fucking life. Well, the Horseshoe Gang, in my opinion, as a group are in the top 10 MCs right now. So 5 years from now, we should have that #1 spot. You know what I mean? I mean, we're somewhat underground still. We're you know, working on putting ourselves out there to the masses, and I believe that once everyone really understands what we're capable of, we will be put in the position that we deserve, which is at the top.
Pick me up when there is no one else there to do it. During hard life lessons, I walk around blunted, my version of high.
We're in the process of wrapping it up right now, to be honest. We only have a couple little tinkerings to do with some of the tracks, and we might quite possibly put like 2 more tracks on the EP, but for the most part the shit is done, man. We just, you know, we're trying to make sure that the product is worth downloading and, you know, checking out before we put the shit out. So just working on the tinkerings and all that type of shit. But yeah, but the Pound Sign True Story EP is coming though. Shit's coming, niggas.
Just another pan.
I'm finna be blowing,
A feeling that I never found.
got a nigga glowing.
I smoke before I lay it down.
Smoke one in the morning. My Kush plant will be ready in a few days, so it's whatever, I ain't too phased. My Kush plant, feel like I need to get a suitcase, cause I fly to heaven when I do blaze. My Kush plant will be ready.